The Titan II Missile Museum sits about 26 miles south of Tucson in the community of Green Valley. Outside the complex sit peaceful groves of pecan trees, a bunch of retirement home developments, and then scrub and saguaros as far as the eye can see. Our tour started with a short video, and then our guide gave us an overview of how the 390th Strategic Missile Wing, which controlled the Green Valley silo, came into existence. In all, there were 54 active Titan II missiles across Arizona, Kansas, and Arkansas on constant alert from their introduction in 1962 until the Air Force phased out the last one in 1987. The Titans were part of the land leg of the so-called nuclear triad, comprising land-based intercontinental ballistic missiles, submarine-launched ballistic missiles, and airplane-launched bombs. This triple threat was intended to deter the Soviets from pulling a fast one. Even if they managed to take out all of the US ICBMs, they'd still have the other legs of the triad to contend with. Being in an ICBM silo is eerie because you get a taste of the creepy psychology of the defense bureaucrats and also the mind state of the soldiers stationed here. Of course, there was the intense boredom of waiting for endless hours on alert, punctuated by the terror of spontaneous training exercises. But also, when you're in a silo, you're cannon fodder. The Russians and the Chinese know exactly where you are, and it was expected that you yourself would be a target. If you didn't die in the initial explosion of a first strike, which inside of a mile of the complex would kill you with almost 100% certainty, you had to contend with surviving in a smoldering wasteland with 30 days of rations. The control center of the complex is a giant shock-dampened sphere embedded in the ground. These huge coils were meant to absorb the earthquake-like forces from a nearby thermonuclear explosion to protect the crew and their ability to launch. The tour guide selected 2 volunteers from the audience to play the role of the 2-person crew. I didn't love this part because I think it took away from the holocaustic horror of nuclear war and instead made it seem like kind of a game to the kids.
It's going to sound like something like this. Silo stop. Silo door is open. We have guidance go, communicating with the missile for the very last time. It knows where it is and where it's going. Fire engine. Followed by liftoff. We just launched our missile. Now about 35 feet below the surface. I have 3 viewing windows all the way around this half of the silo, as well as some out of Texas. So it's never held fuel, oxidizer, or warhead. Not only is it considerably lighter, it's also perfectly safe for museum display. When one of these guys took off, it was with the combined thrust of 2 747 jumbo jets.
It's a weirdly unassuming place to have a 9-megaton nuclear warhead capable of turning anything in its 900 square mile blast zone into dust. You get to the place after passing a Burger King and a Safeway and other markers of normal American life.